to San Antonio, Texas, the Alamo City today at the Alamo Dome as we have a couple of squads here ready to square off in the Valero Alamo Bowl. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Golden Bears offense will take the field first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense.
There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Used the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's take a minute and talk about Cal. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
This offense has it with really good field position. Wide receiver going in motion. Got his man downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Red Raiders, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. To the air, it's Mack. Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
The quarterback showing you some resiliency here on this drive. He threw a pick on the opening drive of the game, but he was able to turn the page right away. You can't let that bad play affect you, and they're letting him throw it. They're being aggressive, and he's proving that he can still make good decisions here. He can find the open target and deliver strikes.
Going to try to get it himself, and this one will be stopped for no gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's McClain. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Golden Bears want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
That's caught. It's McClain. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to pass. It's Mack. Finds the tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snags it. And he won't be able to get it as the defense gets him down at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and goal. Got his man quickly. They will score! Touchdown, Golden Bears! The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Rossi. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. If they just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense, you're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
The give to the tailback. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position for the defensive line is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial in.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Wegman. Fires to the big fella. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Now on first down from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Joyner. And the ball's on the ground. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. Now on first down from the 28.
Start to get that offense going and start having success. You've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, you take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to get you on the sideline, you in the game.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle, it's Stone. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Joyner. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. A fun postseason battle here. Deadlock at the end of the first. Here's a quick check of the stats so far. As we move into the second, let's hope the rest of the game lives up to the early start. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field. And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute when they do it.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Finds his man. It's James. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Looking to throw, it's Mack. Quick completion on the out route. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. And the Golden Bears are marching down the field. Little touch pass to the receiver. Shakes off the defender. He was able to reach into his bag of tricks and use it to pick up a few extra yards.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
He wants to change this route. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
The Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Just keep slinging it. Back open in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Spits it out to the back. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Bringing it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jensen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They're going to run it. Spins away from the defender.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to...
He's going for it all. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Marches ahead. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They march 78 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. 14. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got it in the middle, it's James. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. 1st down for this offense. To the air, it's Mack. Got it in the middle, it's Marshall. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Is complete. Takes it all the way down to the floor after making the grab, and they're set up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And as we get deep in this first half, a 1st and goal and a chance to take the lead before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 2nd and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that's exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. Oh, it's out. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down. He came up a little short. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Red Raiders will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Quarterback making checks.
Delay game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Golden Bears want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Mack. Good completion on the out. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Caught close to the marker, it's James. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, grabbed over the middle. It's James. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Back to throw, it's Mack. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Golden Bears! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Got the first down and more. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Jensen. That should be the final play of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Golden Bears will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes...
They get him up, rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And this offense has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. They're already down 2 possessions. You know the pass has to come at some point, but they got to keep him clean. They can't get behind the sticks consistently. They've got to start to narrow this gap.
The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Makes the grab. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jensen. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football.
Turning it on! Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Rossi. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Touchdown, Red Raider! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How about this? These guys are going for 2.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that run.
Gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. picks up the first down. He has 60 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Might as well give it to him again. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for a man. It's Mack. Got his man on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's James. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
Give to the running back. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Hand off from the shotgun. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Red Raiders really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. The Red Raiders will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Rides the back on the option, the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Right back to the well. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quick completion to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Golden Bears! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's got room. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That gives him 54 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. And the Red Raiders, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the ground. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Catch in the middle. It's Eakin. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Breaks into the open. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here.
25.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Finds a man in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Defense wants to bring the heat. Wants to go up top on first down. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal.
Touchdown, Red Raider! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The give to the lone running back. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Mack. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Good timing on the quick out. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
To throw, it's Mack. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cal. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. They marched 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
32.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Red Raiders are facing 3rd and inches. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
He's got it down the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry up.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything in front of you. You want that clock to tick, make sound tackles, and don't give up big plays.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Red Raiders are flying down the field. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Looking for a huge play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The give as they work on that clock. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There were so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving it.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The quarterback takes a knee. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. You saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man,